Many years ago, we have switched to organic food. We did so because my sister recommended it. But recently, I've heard of the Ames test, and according to this test, many natural food have carcinogens. So the question is, should we still spend twice as much money to buy organic food? Ames test developed by Bruce Ames from UC Berkeley. You add a certain chemical to bacteria. If bacteria grows, that kind of a chemical would be mutagenic from this test. And if bacteria die, then it's good. That chemical is not mutagenic. The mutagenic chemical is kind of a carcinogen. Bruce Ames demonstrated a lot of synthetic pesticides are carcinogens. But the same test also showed natural food has a lot of carcinogens. Some of them could have even more. What is the definition of organic food? It's not genetic modified, no toxic pesticides, no growth hormone, and no antibiotic. It doesn't mean organic product does not cause cancer. Not just Bruce Ames from Berkeley. From Stanford, there's some research also demonstrate organic food has little or not significant effect in human health. On the other hand, commercial enterprise, they really promote the organic product. Of course, you have to pay twice as much money. But is this really a conspiracy? Some scientists may not agree with Bruce Ames, saying he either overestimate natural carcinogens or underestimate the synthetic pesticides, or either the dose is too high or too low. But I think we should seriously look at his work, because he did spend significant amount of time building the database for the carcinogens. As a consumer, you really should make an unbiased judgment yourself. So let's see what I usually follow. I use two important lists. One is called the Dirty Dozen, the other is called the Clean 15. The list of a product in the Dirty Dozen is, for example, apples, strawberries, peaches, spinach. You can see they really don't have a thick peel and they taste really good. Things in the Clean 15 are onions, pineapples, eggplant. Those are either they have a thick skin or they don't really taste good. Who really likes onions? They're really strong, so it's eggplant.
A lot of people like onions.
But they're really strong.
They're not things people eat raw.
You would imagine you would see less bug that trying to really take on onion. So I would think there could be a natural selection here. The natural selection based on the money, because organic growers, they are not allowed to use cheap synthetic pesticides. They may choose certain kind of a product which is bug resistant, and they don't need to use pesticides. But actually that kind of product could have a lot of carcinogens, because animals and bugs do not like it. And maybe humans should not consume that either. That would explain carcinogen, because the bug would die. So let's divide different food for different category. One is the one you use synthetic pesticides. It's non-organic food. This is not good for you because it has carcinogens in the chemical. The second is organic food that use natural pesticides. That may have a problem too, because even though it's natural, it is a pesticide, it has a carcinogen. Another kind is just we discussed the kind of product is bug resistant. Organic product has no bugs. That may not be good for you either. I think the last one is very interesting. It's the kind of organic product has a bug, has an insect there. Even though it doesn't look good, maybe that's the best for you. Remember, bug has a protein as well. When you have this kind of product, for example, the sandwich, you can reduce the lunch meat added because you naturally have some bugs in it. Another thing I want to bring to attention is not just the carcinogen aspect. There's the Ames test here, but there's other tests. If you feed organic food, the fruit fly would be more fertile and live longer. Of course, that is very intuitive. If you don't have a pesticide, the fruit flies would not die. They will live longer. And there are other tests from Harvard. The pesticides actually cause ADHD. It's not related to cancer, but that's not good either. So that's a good reason you use organic food. It's really hard to draw a conclusion, but I'm going to try anyway. The more people discuss, the more really there's nothing good there to eat. People should really find the worst factor in their life to remove that factor. For example, smoking and other bad habits is much more relevant in terms of causing cancer. If you do have a money, whether it's significantly helping you or not, you should spend the money because you may regret later. What if organic product really does have a significant health benefit?
Wait a minute, you were just arguing that it's more carcinogenic, and now you're telling people in the end they should still get it.
So I understand sometimes it could have a more carcinogen in the natural food, but some food may have a less carcinogen. And you don't really know which one is better and worse. And you may just toss a coin to see whether you want to spend more money to buy the organic food. So I know what I will do. I will still stick with organic food because I know it's a growing trend and I don't want to feel sorry, especially if I ever get a cancer, it's irreversible.
Well, how do you know that carcinogenic organic food didn't cause your cancer?
Nobody will know and nobody will find out. It's all in your mind, and I do feel it's better.
So in the end, all of this business about wondering whether or not organic food is carcinogenic is a moot point because you're going to buy it anyway.
Yeah, I want to find a way to justify, even though now I have some difficulty. But one conclusion I have, and it's indisputable, is that you should get a buggy organic food. I know this is a controversial topic, therefore please leave your comments below and subscribe and like and share with other people.